Welcome to our yin breathwork practice. So for today, we are going to be doing a style of breathing called Oxygen Advantage. And this style of breathing was developed by a gentleman named Patrick McCune with the purpose of really optimizing one's oxygen input without offloading a lot of carbon dioxide. So the focus or the kind of through line through the practice is maintaining a breath that is in and out through the nose. So this practice is going to be broken up into two parts. Each part has three elements. The first part is going to be priming the body by way, and also the respiratory system, of course, through doing single side nasal breathing for 60 seconds and then breathing through both nostrils for 60 seconds. At the end of each 60 seconds, we're going to allow for a vocal toning of the vagus nerve by way of humming. So I'm going to guide you and take you through these 60 seconds on each side and then through both nostrils and cue you to take a big breath in and then hum it out at the end of each of those 60-second bouts. So that's the first part. The second part is also with three elements. So the first being a breath hold. And what we are going to be doing for today is a 20-second, and then a 25-second, and then a 30-second hold on each of the three rounds. When I cue you to end that hold, what you'll be doing is a quick recovery breath that is going to be a pulsing in and out through the nose, so it's going to sound like this. This breath is going to be directed into the diaphragm, but it's going to be quick in and out through the nose. You're going to do a handful of those until you've reached a state of homeostasis or you've settled your heart rate, and then we will do 2 minutes of called circular breath. So this is going to be a breath that comes in and out through the nose, just like the others, but it's going to be very soft and shallow. So much so that you are hardly even feeling yourself inhale and exhale. So again, this is a practice. Don't worry about getting everything right. It's going to take some time as you continue to revisit it and refine your process and practice. So let's take a nice seated position. Allow yourself to get comfortable. Taking a few priming breaths in and out through the nose, and inviting you to keep the eyes open or closed throughout the practice. Whatever feels most comfortable for you to be able to be present with the breath. So now let's take one finger and let's close one nostril and let's begin 60 seconds, breathing in and out through the open nostril. So allowing yourself to be smooth in your inhale and smooth through your exhale. Not putting too much pressure on the nostril, but allowing a nice soft touch to close the nostril and to breathe intuitively and naturally through the open nostril. Taking 30 more seconds. Last 15. Allowing for yourself to already feel a settling in the nervous system. And in the next breath, let's take a nice big inhale all the way up. And from the back of the throat, hum it out. Continue to keep allowing the hum all the way out to to the very end. And then you will relax and we will switch over to the other side. So now beginning our 60 seconds. Inhaling and exhaling. Smooth and easy breath. Not forcing the inhale, not forcing the exhale. Feeling a sense of connection, harmony, and ease. Go 30 more seconds. $15. And in your next breath, let's take a nice big inhale all the way up. And from the back of the throat, hum it out. Allow the tone and vibration to continue all the way until you come to an end of the tone. And now we will go 60 seconds through both nostrils, breathing naturally and intuitively. Begin. Allowing yourself to notice the difference of breathing through both nostrils after having breathed through a single nostril on both sides. Allowing your body to settle, connecting with the rise and the fall of the breath as we go 30 more seconds. And 15. And in the next breath, let's take a nice big inhale all the way up and hum it out. Allow yourself to make the tone as loud or as soft as you choose, continuing to ride the tone all the way to the very end. And then coming to a stop, returning to your own intuitive natural breath in and out through the nose as we transition to just one round of our breath hold, our pulsing breath in and out into the belly, and then our 2 minutes of circular breath. So let's take 3 inhales. And then on the exhale, we are going to hold the breath at the end. One more inhale, exhale, and hold. Allow yourself to explore your edge a little bit as we shoot for 25 seconds of holding. Allow yourself to come to a centered place as we go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let go. Quick pulsing breath. Again. Let's go 2 more of those. Last one. Allow yourself to settle, and we will now go 2 minutes of circular breath. If you are not already closing the eyes, let's close the eyes. Allow yourself to settle. We begin these 2 minutes, allowing the breath to be softly inhaled through the nose and then falling right out to then be sipped back in through the nose. So as we go through these 2 minutes, you should be almost feeling slightly deprived of air. You shouldn't be able to hear yourself breathe, not even feel the inhale and the exhale. And just allow yourself to bask in this serene state as we go 1.5 minutes. This is an opportunity to cultivate a vision of anything that you want to materialize into your life, or purely just to bask in the state of peace as we go 60 more seconds. Last 30 seconds, again, letting the breath be softer and more subtle than you've ever breathed before. 15. And you can return back to your natural breath, starting to breathe a bit more deeply in and out through the nose. And then this will prime us and get us ready for our last breath hold. So let's take 3 more inhales, 3 more exhales, 2 more. And 1 more inhale. And when you exhale, pinch the nose closed. 30 seconds. $50. And quick pulsing breath. Again, 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Close the eyes if they're not already, and our last final 2 minutes. Again, inviting you in to integrate a breath that feels so soft, so effortless, and so easy, allowing a deepened state of presence. Enjoy the silence and the calmness that you've cultivated within you as we go 1 more minute. Last 15 seconds. And in your next breath, you can deepen your inhale, returning back to your natural breath as you exhale. And you can open your eyes if you haven't already, and return back to your space as you move through the rest of your day in a calm, centered, and serene way.